Purian family. A lot of people I met here, they're family, and we love them all the time. I love you. So I got into this April 16th last year. My kid came, and I was at the worst point of my health. So a little background, I'm a holistic practitioner. I started my practice in 2019 because of my son's health. I have 3 kids, my oldest has special needs. And I had like a huge decline in my health last year. And it was like, my job was to keep people healthy, and I was falling apart. Eating all organic, no gluten, no sugar, going to the gym, doing the sauna. And so I was a little arrogant, thinking like, why isn't this working for me? So I gained 40 pounds. I developed psoriatic arthritis from my neck to my knees. My CRP went up, which is your lab work that kind of indicates like a higher risk of cancer and autoimmune. I felt horrible. I was waking up with migraines every day. And my friend Ariel shared this with me. She said, this was a simple nutrition program. As a mom of 3, my husband was living in New York at the time. I moved to Florida for medical reasons for my son. I don't know why I'm shaking right now. I had too much coffee. I'm not really nervous, I'm just shaking. But I made the choice to move to Florida for my son, and he was working as a professor in New York at the time. So I had moved down, but in order to kind of provide for 2 families, 2 homes, it was 60 hours of work a week. And I was doing a lot of one-to-one consults, which, I would work when my kids were at school, and then work when they went to bed, and kind of cut into my sleep, so it probably didn't help my health. So I got on this program, not really realizing the power of like deep level nutrition and the quality of these products, which we had the honor of touring this weekend. Like, this company is so transparent with everything. You can go see how everything's made. I don't know any other company that does that. And within like 30 days, I ran my blood work. My cholesterol was better, my iron was better, my CRP went from 10 to 0.47, so anything under 1 is like non-reactive. And that was a huge change. The rash was entirely gone. I started losing weight, I think in the 90 days I lost 28 pounds, and me and my friend that's over here, both of us have lost 80 pounds in the last year. It's not a weight loss program, it's a toxin removal program. For some people that's migraines, it's skin issues, it's weight, it's fatigue. It looks different for everybody. So it's been a program that has changed my health. So then I said, oh no, I have to tell everybody about this. So, I had a strong why. This company has fast start bonuses, which I don't know if you'll touch on a little bit, but they kind of give you a lot of generous things in the beginning. And I wasn't really sure about the business side. I just was like, I have this message, and I finally have something after 10 years in this health space. It's like helping people. And so I started getting people on it. And my son is special needs. So again, I was working 60 hours a week. I needed him in summer camp when he was out of school. So May 16th, I signed up. They were out of school 2 weeks later. And I was like, how am I gonna do this with a special needs child at home? I got my first bonus, which paid for his summer camp, which is $700 a week. It was for the entire camp was paid for. And I was like, wow, that's just a little taste of how generous this company is. And so I got my toes wet. I was like, I need to keep pushing this, because not only am I seeing these huge health transformations, I also do iridology. And I've looked at so many eyes here this weekend of people who've been on these products. I have not seen the changes I've seen this weekend. Like, people's eyes, I'm like, holy crap, finally. Like, it just confirms that these products are amazing. Holy derailed there. I could go on and on about the eyes. But in the last year, I've been able to transform my wealth and my health. And I've been able to share this with people. And I have this beautiful tool that transforms people's lives and then even transforms their wealth. So my husband has since quit his professor job, which was a 6-figure income. He's down with me now, and he's helping to raise the kids, which is amazing. We feel confident enough with Pyramid that we can walk away from that. And so we have our family together. And my mom decided to be a brand partner. She was kind of voluntold, because who doesn't want to do this business with their loved ones? So my mom is at the rank of a diamond, which has kind of replaced her income. So she's down with me. Her and my dad moved down. God, in April was just like, it's like 11 months in this business. They moved down, they're across the street, and so now my kids get to be raised with their grandparents. It's not a FaceTime relationship anymore. They've moved out of the country, Purian paid for it. They don't even know how much they've blessed me. But I have my family together, and that's what Purian is. So I got into this business not only to transform people's lives, but not really realizing within a year how much it would transform mine and my family's. And so I get to be together with my family, which is such a big blessing. I got to save my health. I have more energy than I did in high school. I'm 6 pounds away from what I weighed in 12th grade. I didn't think I'd ever get there, because nothing worked. And I can do cartwheels with my kids. My girls do competitive taekwondo, which we're gonna come back here for. And I can keep up with them. That's amazing. So if you are looking for, a business that you can build on the side, and you're compassionate, you love sharing and helping others and seeing them transform, you never know who's suffering. So don't ever hesitate to share this with people, because if it wasn't for my friend saying, just try this, and it was so easy to follow with 3 kids, working 60 hours a week, you just take your blender everywhere. And I know there's people here who have it. I've seen it on their seats. It's so easy to follow. And it's just such huge results, and it's changing lives in so many ways. So thank you guys.